You guys are probably in business because you offer a great level of service throughout the mortgage process. You probably give people the best customer service, the best email follow-up, the best communication that you guys can possibly provide, in which case the rates are probably not the main reason why you might be struggling. It's probably not the reason why you guys might not be having some of the success that you're looking for right now. It probably boils down to two different things, which I want to talk about today with you guys. One, probably boils down to some work ethic. Sometimes you got to pick up the phone when you don't feel like picking up the phone. Sometimes you got to call some of those leads back that you don't really want to call on because they might have told you that now is not a really good time, or that they're kind of getting out of the market, or whatever it is that's causing you some type of anxiety or stress, or just even consideration of not making that call. The second thing that it boils down to is it boils down to your overall approach with those customers. And so I'm going to focus on both of those things real quick for you guys. But the first thing is, how do we get ourselves to the point where we start doing some of the things that we know we should do, but don't really feel like doing? I know my guy Brock is here on the call. He makes hundreds of calls every single day. I don't even need to ask Brock, but if I was going to ask Brock, is there a day that like you just woke up and you just felt like coming into the office and just slaying the phones and making 200 phone calls? I'll let Brock answer that. Brock, has there been a single day in your employment at Stupar Enterprises where you've been like jacked to make 200 phone calls in a day?
Maybe once or twice.
Maybe once or twice. Okay. And you've been working here longer than a day or two, right?
Quite a while. Quite a while longer than a day or two. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're telling me that less than 1% of your total employment here, you've actually looked forward to doing your job.
I mean, sounds bad when you put it that way, but sure. Yeah.
I probably could have worded that differently, but you guys get the point. The point is that I've been in sales for 20 years now. There's really never been a day where I'm like, oh, great, I get to go knock doors today. Oh, great, I get to sit down at my desk and just dial through a list. Oh, great, there's a list of people that I need to follow up with. It's not fun. It's not the best. It's just not the sexiest thing that you guys can do, right? We'd all rather probably be influencers and get brand deals like Kim Kardashian. Seems fun. But none of us happen to be Kim Kardashian. We're just good old American folks here trying to provide a lifestyle for us, ourselves, and our families. So what do you need to get on the phones and do the things that you need to do? You don't need any motivation. You don't need to scroll through Instagram and look at Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting next to a Bentley or something to like be like, oh, I need to go to the gym and pick up the phone. What you really need in today's marketplace is you need discipline. And that's going to be the separation right now between your mortgage company and everybody else. Is, are you disciplined to do the work, and are you disciplined to continue improving your skills? As you guys well know, in the mortgage industry, the last couple of years have been gangbusters. It's been insane. They dropped rates into like the 2s for a little bit, the low 3s, like literally laydowns is what I like to call it. And truth is, for the rest of every salesperson out there, the economy's been great. Inflation was low. Things were awesome. And people, salespeople, were able to do a lot of business because money wasn't tight, gas prices were low, interest rates were low. Money was just like, and you guys know, it was just flowing, man, changing hands, no problem. I'll make that back. Not a big deal. I got money in savings, and it was easy. I always tell all my clients, man, we're going to see who the real salespeople are right about now. I don't know if inflation is going to continue the way that it's going, or gas prices, or interest rates. I'm not sure. I'm not the guy that calls those shots. I'm not the guy that influences those decisions. I'm just as much of a victim of what happens in our economy as you guys are. But the thing that I know that I can control is two things. One, I can control my work ethic and the level of effort that I put into doing what I do. And I can also control my approach to the way that I approach my work ethic and my customers and my calls and the things that I do. So, quite frankly, I don't really give a shit what happens at the top of the government, or what type of calls they want to make, or what they're going to do, and what gas prices are going to be next week, or what interest rates are going to happen. I don't really care about it because I can't care about it. The only thing that I can care about is how much time I'm putting into the actual work, the level of activity I'm putting in during the work, and of course, making sure that I'm skilled up, I'm sharp, I'm enthusiastic, I'm energetic, and I believe in what it is that I'm doing. That's it. And so that is the same thing for you guys, because I can talk to Brock, I can talk to Josh, I can talk to Wyatt over here, I can talk to Parker, I can talk to any one of you guys and ask you a question. Are you getting out of your work, out of your sales game, out of what it is that you do? Are you getting out of it what you were hoping for, or what you want out of it? And there's a little lesson inside the academy you guys have maybe seen about attitude, action, and method, the little magic trick that I use in my life when I'm not what I want. If I'm not getting what I want out of my wife, could be food, could be some love. I need to check myself. Am I giving her a good attitude? How's my attitude towards my wife? If I'm not getting what I want out of business, how's my attitude towards the business? Am I like, man, I hate my customers. Man, nobody picks up the phone. Man, Brock just can't seem to do the number of phone calls that I want him to do. If my attitude is off, no doubt, I'm not going to get what I want out of the business game. I'm not going to get what I want out of my marriage. I'm not going to get what I want out of anything if I've got a bad attitude towards it. Then also, I can be looking at my level of activity. Now, I can spend 24 hours in a row with my wife. Probably not the best use of my time. But what's cool is I don't have to spend 24 hours in a row with my wife to have her feel some type of love from me. An hour a day of some actual high level activity of me paying attention, me being present, usually does the trick, because that's my level of activity. I'm actually paying attention. Same thing at the office that you guys are in right now. Trust me, I've been an inside salesperson for a long time. It's easy to just pull up Instagram and spend 4 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 5 minutes there on Facebook, go through Tinder for a couple minutes, swipe right on a couple of the hotties, and then, oh, I'll make a call. And then before you know it, you've got a full 8-hour day, but you only did an hour and a half of work. Imagine if you actually used all 8 hours, lights out. Some of you guys would be retired in the next 2 to 3 years because you would close so many freaking deals. Maybe not retired, but you probably go buy a bunch of fancy stuff and have to continue paying for it, which is what Josh is banking on. That's what I'm banking on for Brock. The day that Brock buys himself an Aston Martin, I'm going to be like, good job, bro. And then I'm going to go into my office and be like, dude, he's going to be sticking around for a while. Those $4,000 a month car payments, they're going to keep on coming. But imagine if you actually used just 6 hours out of your day and screwed off for 2 of them on Josh's watch. Josh would probably be happy, you'd be happy, and you'd make a bunch of money. And you still got 2 hours of the day that you're sitting in the office screwing off, doing absolutely nothing.